Yes, thank you. Hi, everybody. Michael Watterson. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, currently live in Napa, California. Um, and just going to read a couple of things today. Back in the 1950s, there was a phenomenon called A-bomb tourism. The United States was testing nuclear weapons in the Nevada desert, and these explosions were clearly visible from the Nevada Las Vegas Strip. And so casinos, always, smelling a buck, um, uh, promoted it as with things like, the best views of the explosions, and they had, I believe they had Miss A-bomb beauty contests and other great phenomena. At the same time, producer Howard Hughes was shooting a film out in the Nevada desert, not 50 or 60 miles from the test site, about Genghis Kahn. And of course, John Wayne was cast as Genghis Khan. One of the great miscasting examples in film history. So this was intriguing, and as a consequence, many of the crew and actors in the film subsequently came down with cancer. However, it's not clear that the radiation was the direct effect of that. Anyway, I got obsessed with this film a while back. This appeared in a online magazine called Waterwheel Review, which bills itself as literature without labels. So it's kind of a prosy poem. The Conqueror, the horse opera starring John Wayne as Genghis Khan. Miscasting so riotous, there aren't enough Rotten Tomatoes in the tomato-picking world to launch at the screen. A bomb shot downwind of a nuclear test site at a time when A-bomb tourism was exploding, when Las Vegas casinos hawked spectacular views of neon-bright mushroom clouds, and doomsday midnight gamblers caroused away the countdown to a sunburst nuclear dawn, on government assurance it was safe. After the location wrap, producer Howard Hughes trucked tons of desert dirt back to the studio to match the color of terrain for realism in the final cut. When 46 of the cast and crew were later overcome by carcinomas, critics zeroed in on radiation exposure, although, spoiler alert, the fatalities fell within the national statistical average. Wayne, for one, inhabited a toxic nimbus of smoke from his 5-pack-a-day habit. Hughes, it was whispered, past his reclusive years, pent up in his penthouse under a cloud of guilt from his decision to shoot at those hazardous sites, buying up every print of the film to keep it locked away, and viewing his epic obsessively in his desert inn hermitage, while Wayne went on to greater triumphs, vanquishing malignancy in his lungs before losing his battle with stomach cancer. Thank you. And this is a real short one, also about poetry writing, interestingly enough. This is called A Failed Seduction. When I sat down to write a winning sonnet for a contest, not a flirtatious smile, I had framework with squat to hang on it. After staring out the window a while, awaiting the arrival of my muse, mumbling, "Come on, it's only 14 lines," perusing every leaf and cloud for clues, inspiration. What I needed was wine. They tell us wine is bottled poetry. The beguiling bouquet of Cabernet would surely lure the sprite to sit with me and whisper with each sip what I should say. Farewell, ambition and apprehension. So long hope for honorable mention. That's all, folks.